Hello everyone and welcome back. We just finished up all of the available side quests in Bose for Chapter 5, so those are officially done now. We did everything there, including the hidden side quest up at the mine. So at the moment we are heading south towards the Kingfisher Inn. And I'm avoiding enemies on the way because I don't feel like fighting right now. She says as she almost walks directly into one of them. I always forget how far south it is. Quite a ways. At least the music is peaceful. The door is locked. Why is the door locked? And here's the rest of them. Kevin? Why is Kevin here? Why is Kevin always here? Kevin, what are you doing here? Oh, it's a long and harrowing story. We happened to run into him on the road, so we invited him to join us. On the road? Why were you traveling again, Kevin? To be honest, my goal was to investigate the Emerald Tower. After we said our goodbyes in Roland, I've been running around looking into all the towers. That makes sense. All the towers? It makes it sound like you visited the others already. Yep, I've been busy with that pretty much. That's why I was kinda AWOL during the whole dragon business. Sorry I couldn't give a hand with that. I figured you guys might come out here for a break after that, so... That makes sense. Well then, should we have a sit down right now? How's about we do it over dinner? That'll help the, information flow freely, you know? Oh yeah. So you're really staying here, Kevin? Well, from what I hear, this is a pretty famous inn, right? Like your friend said, I figured I'd join in the festivities, if you don't mind. That's a kind of out of the blue. You've helped out a lot, though. What do you think, guys? I ain't got a problem with it. It is a nice way to settle our debt to the good father. Yeah, I want him to stay too. I see no reason to object. I wonder if it's fate bringing us together? Well, if he's here, let's have some fun. Thank ya. Ain't much in the way of thanks, but if you still got stuff that needs doing, I'd be happy to tag along. Abuse me as much as you need. Oh! I can put Kevin in my party! I already did everything, so I might as well just do that. But Kevin's here! Well, thanks for the offer, but I think we're about ready to drop off our things and relax. Aw, really? Darn it all. And here I was thinking I could give up my body to Estelle's cause. Oh, if you want to sacrifice your body, trust me, there are ways to arrange that. Alright, let's get checked in and everything. Thank you very much for choosing to stay at the Kingfisher Inn. Allow me to show you to your rooms. This is the room we have set aside for the ladies. Oh, it's a really big room. Wow, this is lovely. It feels peaceful, too. This is the room we used the last time we stayed here, right? We ended up having to sneak into the bandit base and didn't really get to enjoy it much. Yes, I hope you can spend a bit more time in it this time. I did at least get to spend one night in a comfortable bed that time. The way I remember it, Shira drank you under the table and laid you out like a sack of garbage. This time, I'll be able to drink to my heart's content. This is the room we had set aside for the gentlemen, but... I'm sorry, there must have been some confusion about your party size. You may use the room next door for the men as well. Ah, right. I kinda jumped on this train at the last second. You guys pick rooms and I'll roll with it. How about it? I have no preference. I don't care much either way. Well then. I shall share a room with Agate. Wait a second. What's with the sudden desire to bunk with me? Is it not obvious, Agate? A raven with clipped wings, mended by a tender-hearted young girl? I would be a failure of a bard if I did not hear every detail of that encounter. And also... What? Agate, try not to murder him, okay? Although, I'm sort of curious as to how that went down myself. But we just talked is all. That doesn't make us any less interested in hearing about it. Maybe more so, in fact. Perhaps we should hear the whole story before calling it a night, Aw. Come now, you two. Don't tease Tisha so much. I feel bad for her. Regardless, I would ask Zin and Kevin to share the other room. I have no problem with that. Hey, I'm not one to stand in the way of a good time, so sure. Allow me to show you to your room. Poor Agate. Now hang on. We are not done with this conversation. Hey! Yo, sounds like things got kinda crazy. So there really was an ancient dragon nested in Liberal? And it warned about the Oriole before flying off, huh? Yeah, makes my head spin just thinking about everything that happened. What I really don't get is why Ragnar couldn't tell us anything about the Oriole either. Actually, there is a line in the Testaments this reminds me of. And the goddess, having bequeathed her treasures, set forth the holy beasts to observe the path the children of men would take. A holy beast? That certainly does seem like Ragnar. The more pertinent point, I feel, is the command to observe. They may simply watch over us, and we're commanded not to interfere. A load of help that is. Well, one way or another, I sure think this makes it look like the Oriole exists. I think we can even start to piece things together, thanks to what I found in my poking around. Right, you were investigating the towers. Did you find anything out? A little bit, yeah. I think you guys are familiar with those weird machines at the top of each tower, right? Did you know they're currently glowing? Yeah, I remember seeing that one was all lit up. I don't, quite get what it has to do with the Oriole, though. Well, Captain Schwartz mentioned something to me. Something weird happened in that room where you fought Alan Richard just before that mechanical monster showed up, right? Oh yeah. If I remember right, after the gospel was used, all the lights in the ruins went out. And then there was this voice out of nowhere giving a warning, and the pillars all sunk into the floor. Right. The warning was about the first barrier being no longer operative, and the device towers being enabled, as I recall. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So, on a hunch, I double-checked the timing with some witnesses. Those 4 towers started lighting up and stuff at the same time the gospel was used. You're kidding. So the device towers the warning mentioned are the 4 towers of Liberal and the machines at their peaks. I don't got any other explanation, at least. So to sum up then, the ruins beneath Grancel Castle are what produces this first barrier. However, when Colonel Richard used the gospel, this barrier was eliminated. And in its place, the device towers were activated, presumably to produce a second barrier of some sort. A second barrier? But why would you... If you're going to protect something, you always want to make sure you have a backup. It doesn't answer the questions of what kind of barrier it is, or what the hell is it a barrier for, though. About that, I'm starting to think it's something to hide the location of the Oriole. That's right. The Oriole wasn't in the castle's ruins. But it's still supposed to be somewhere in Liberal, right? Exactly. And if we assume the Society's goal is to obtain the Oriole, then I think we can say their experiments are part of a plan to further that goal. They need to do all that just to... experiments, the Gospels, and the Oriole. It seems they are more tightly interwoven than we first believed, and the one sitting at the loom would be this man called the Professor. Yeah, it's all him. The same guy who put the Gospel on Ragnar's head and made him attack Bose. And the one who... Estelle? What's up, Estelle? You got awfully quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, about this professor. I think He's the one who made Joshua leave in the first place. Wait a moment. You mean he's the one who orchestrated the events that brought Joshua into your home, and then made him leave the way he did? I think so. And I bet he's the one who manipulated Colonel Richard and Kurt's memories. You're kidding! We do not have an explanation for Kurt's memories, it is true. Why do you think this? Well, you see... That really happened? Is this another thing you've been trying to shoulder all by yourself or something? Not exactly, but... Sorry, I guess it's kind of late to bring it up now. I don't think there can be any doubt at this point, though. It's safe to say that this person must be the one responsible for all our trouble. He is clearly a man of twisted morals. Yes, we'll need to be careful. Sorry, Tita. I didn't mean to bring up all this serious junk when we came out here to relax. Oh, no, it's okay, Estelle. It's just, I was wondering why someone would do things like this. Make everyone so unhappy, make Joshua suffer. I just don't get it. Aw, Tita, don't worry about trying to understand a weirdo like that, okay? You just need to worry about being Tita. Right, Agate? Why the hell do you keep dragging me into these conversations? We needed that, I think. Kevin? Oh, nothing. So how's about we call that enough information swapping for one day? It'd be a crime to let all this wonderful food go to waste. Can't say no to that. Yes, let us leave debate aside for now. Instead, let us navigate the forests of meat through the rivers of liquor. Merriment awaits. Rivers of liquor, Lenheim? That was an unfortunate metaphor. Oh, please, Shira, do not make me swim. Oh, I love their relationship. Setting aside their cares for a while, they slumbered peacefully and awoke as they wished come the dawn. I can fish there, apparently. In the morning, they borrowed a couple of boats and enjoyed an excursion on the lake. Oh, rip Agate. Noon saw a pleasant lunch with no small bit of horseplay. That was not horseplay. And the evening was perfect for setting a fishing line and letting the hours disappear. Time passed quickly by the idyllic shores of the lake. That was so much fun. It was. It feels like we've been refreshed, body and soul. Yes, it's been a while since I've had this much fun without drinking. This just makes me sad because things are too peaceful right now and all hell's about to break loose. Shira, minors in the room, influences, etc. And weren't you slamming back some kind of fruit liqueur like a fiend while we were fishing? Oh, honey, please. Something that light doesn't even count. Right, Princess? Tita? I think I will invoke, royal prerogative to refrain from commenting. On a tangent from that, though, Estelle, you're really very good at fishing. You think so? Yeah, you are. You pulled them up one after another. It's been her hobby since she was little. Speaking of, Kevin made quite a showing for himself, too. I noticed that. He really seems to like fishing. He definitely knows how to handle a rod and whatnot, that's for sure. I can't. Phrasing. I can't with that phrasing. I bet Kevin knows how to handle his rod. If he got a bit better, he might even make a good rival for me. For the love of... Not everything has to be a competition, Estelle. Still, though, it's a lovely evening. Estelle? What is it? Nothing. I think I need to go enjoy that lovely evening for a bit. I'll be back for dinner. I understand. Don't be gone too late or I'll eat your portion too. Yeah, I know. See you guys later. Chira, don't worry, Tita. I'd like you to leave her alone for a little while, if that's okay. This is about Joshua, isn't it? A good guess. The evening was just as lovely back then, too. Oh, guys aren't even in their rooms. Ah, stop it. I was gonna go talk to the guys, but they're not even in there. Yeah, what a pretty sunset. It's just like that time. Yeah, so he played the harmonica for her here. The sky, the sunset, the water, it's all just like before. Everyone's having fun, but it's not really the same at all, is it? I'm hopeless, aren't I? I'd made up my mind to chase after him at my own pace, but Mom and Joshua must be laughing at me. That's right. I did play it once, during the dream. I wonder if I can do it again. Why she gotta break my heart like this? I was gonna say Kevin, he was the only one not sitting there. That was really pretty, Estelle. Kevin? I came by because I was curious who was belting out the melodies. Gotta admit, I didn't think it would be you. So I guess you do have hobbies other than sneakers and fishing, huh? Harmonica playing's kind of out of character for me, huh? Nah, not hardly. It suits you. Gotta be honest, I think you're better at fishing, but... You can just come out and tell me I'm bad. Even I don't think I'm really good at this. You made a couple technical mistakes, sure, but what matters is music is in the heart. What matters in music is the heart. And the little performance of yours carried your heart. Trust me. Oh, thanks. Mind if I get a little closer? Oh, sure, go ahead. That was very polite of him. Respectful. Got a question I'd like to ask you. Estelle, what are you gonna say when you meet this boyfriend of yours? Huh? From what I've gathered, he left under what we might call, circumstances. Heavy ones. Even if you finally catch up to him, have you thought about what you're gonna say to him after all this? I'd convinced myself I was going to drag him back, even if I had to pull him by the hair. But I don't think I can really do something that forceful. Or crazy. Wow, she's matured. First chapter Estelle definitely would have dragged him back by his hair. To be completely honest, I don't know if what I have to say will even reach Joshua. And even knowing all that, you're still set on finding him? Yeah. I've thought a lot about Joshua's situation and my own failings. No matter how hard I try, though, the words to deal with it all don't come to me when I just sit around. So, I'll just let the words come when I finally meet him. What? After all, my feelings aren't mine alone, right? There's something that grew between Joshua and I when we were together. So, I think I'll only really be able to find those words once I see him again. Once we meet, our hearts will do the talking. That's why I refuse to worry about that until we find him. I mean, sometimes I get a little sentimental, sure, but let's just call that ladies' privilege. Oh man, that didn't go according to the steps at all. What? Step 1. Estelle is all sentimental and down. Step 2. Estelle worries over a comment from me. Step 3. I follow up nicely. Step 4. Estelle starts feeling better, and her opinion of me rises sharply because of it. See? Profit! That was the brilliant plan I was aiming for, but, somehow you skipped steps 2 and 3. Thus, 4, I think. Sorry. You're still a good priest, Kevin. You do pay attention to people with worries like me. Well, it's true, that's part of a priest's job. I gotta admit, I was paying attention to you for reasons that are more personal, Estelle. Huh? What are you... Hold that thought. What? Now I'm... What is it? Not sure. It looks like a boat's approaching. And I think someone's inside it. Well, I would hope it's not driving itself. What? It's Kurt, isn't it? Kurt? Never mind, it is driving itself. I patched him up as best I can, but his wounds are pretty serious. He'll have to stay bedbound for a while. Poor Kurt. Never thought I'd see the day where Kurt gets thrashed like this. The hell happened? Kurt and his team were really close to finding the Society's base, from what Lugren told us. Which means Annalise and Karna and Grant should have been with... Oh no! This is bad. I called Lugren on the inn's phone. He's contacting the other branches in the Royal Army now. But, if things have gone wrong, Annalise and the others will... We know. Don't panic. We need to get out there and do what we can. Problem is, where the hell did Kurt's boat float in from? It is curious. Valeria Lake has no islands or reefs, correct? That's right. It's tremendously deep, so it must have floated in from another shore. It could be very hard to divine precisely which shore, though. Yeah, the lake is huge. I guess we could ask the Army Patrol ships to help too, but... Kurt? This is... Estelle? And Agate. Everyone. This is the Kingfisher Inn on the lakeshore in Bose. You drifted here on the waves, you tough old goat. Kingfisher. Yes, I see. I remember my teammates and I infiltrating the Society's base, and then I... Kurt? Don't tell me. Damn it all! To have my memory stolen not once, but twice? Ugh, I knew it. The Society has intruded upon your mind once again. Zin, please, use your chi on me as you did last time. Otherwise, everyone else will... Last time was a desperate improvisation. It won't be able to restore memories locked away by hypnosis. Besides, with your injuries, no, we cannot risk it. But in that case, let me try something. What? And you are... Kevin Graham, crossreader of the church. think Annalise might have told you about me. Ah, yes. Hang on a sec, Kevin. You can undo hypnosis? Well, don't know what I could do about any nasty stuff that's wormed its way into the subconscious. But I think I can manage a little something if it's just some kind of block on his short-term memory. Doesn't seem like it's been that long since he was hit, so... Oh, neat. Is this an example of thaumaturgy? The secret arts of the church? You might call it that. This, it might feel like your head's getting kicked by a mule. Repeatedly. I'm guessing you don't care much, though. Not at all. Please, do what you can. Alright. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Wow. So pretty. Silver reflection of the conscious will, black luminance of time's flow. By your opposing natures, I divest this mortal man of the ties which bind his mind. Kurt? You okay? Yes, I think so. So much is returning, as though a mist is clearing from my mind. Just let the fog clear and remain calm and relaxed. Whatever you do, don't try to look into the darkness that lies beyond. Yes, I understand. I see what you mean when you warned me this would be unpleasant. That is, my ego, isn't it? You can tell? I'm surprised. I am proficient in meditation, remember? I'm fine. I think I remember enough now. Really? Great! An impressive technique. Huh. You really are more than just a skirt-chasing priest. Well done, Kevin. Come on, don't inflate my ego too much here. I mean, a little, sure, but not too much. Anywho, Kurt, what do you remember exactly? Yes, well, the Society has a base on the northwestern shore of the lake. They've built some kind of research facility in secret. A research facility? How did they... Northwestern parts of the lakeshore are sparsely populated at best. Even so, guard airships do patrol over that area. The facility is cleverly hidden. They project a dummy image into the sky to prevent aerial scouting. What? Well, that is an impressive feat. It's theoretically possible, but how would you... And if you approach by land, a deep fog springs up around you as you draw near. A fog? Sounds just like Roland. We broke through the fog and entered the facility, but then we were ambushed by a team of people calling themselves enforcers. They caught us completely off guard and crushed us almost immediately. I lost consciousness not long after reaching the boat. Damn my cowardice. Abandoning Grant and Karna and Annalise like that? Kurt, don't worry about it, okay? We're going to save Annalise and all the rest. Estelle? Don't worry, Kurt. You told us everything we need to know to go kick some fools around. Yes. On top of that, I suspect we'll have some help from the Royal Army. Leave the rest to us. Thank you. Forgive me, I leave it in your hands. Kurt? Don't worry, he's just unconscious. Anyway, sounds like we don't have time to stand around. Right. We need to get going before the army does. Estelle, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but... Yeah, I know. This is going to be the most dangerous thing we've ever done. By a lot. But you know what? I was prepared to settle things with the Society one way or another. It'll just happen sooner than I thought. Estelle... Well, I think that was the shortest vacation in history. Nah, we got plenty of rest. Now it's time to gear up for the real fight. There is a problem. A small army of us going together would stand out too much. It would be best to send a smaller group, I think. Yeah, good idea. Hey everyone, do you mind if I pick a team like I did back in the ruins? As you did beneath Grancel? I think that's for the best. I'll be happy to come along. Sure, I don't mind. I won't hold any grudges if you don't pick me, though I do want to bust some heads. Of course, though you will naturally ask me to come along. If you need someone who can heal injuries, I will be happy to come along. I can help with machines and stuff, I think. Thanks, guys. Sorry to spoil the fun, but do you mind picking me first? Huh? From the sounds of it, Annalise and your friends are in the Society's claws. If they've been given the same treatment Kurt was, or worse, what do you guys do exactly? Oh, I see. A good idea. Yeah, good point. Looks like you're in no matter what, Mr. Priest. Thank ya. We should be thanking you, Kevin. Okay, let me pick the rest of the team. You may now reconfigure your party. Swap party members and their gear in and out as needed, and select move out when ready. And
leave it to me.
I think I'm going to end up swapping out Olivier for Kevin, so it'll be Estelle, Kevin, Agate, and Chloe. But at the moment, I need to take the stuff off of Olivier. And I will... I was going to remove his accessories, but... do I have a second long barrel? I think I do. Yeah, I already have another long barrel. Yeah, I don't need to take his accessories off. I changed my mind so much in this game, it's ridiculous.
Leave it to me.
Together now.
So I already have Estelle, Agate, and Chloe set up the way I want. I just don't have Kevin. Kevin's shoes are better. I want him to have long barrel. Poison, death blows faint, confused, seal, blind. Try. I don't know what else I want him to have. Confuse is probably good. And then Orpiment-wise, I have no idea what I want to do with him. I might just leave it for right this second, and then I will do a little bit of adjusting off stream for him, I think. Should be good with that. Alright guys, this one's gone on a little bit long, so we're actually going to end it right here. And then in the next episode we will continue on with the infiltration of the Society's secret base. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.